Northeast, a bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here's Elijah Moore now bringing it out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll run on first down. Mayer, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Mayfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Elijah Moore now, bringing it out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now it's Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Elijah Moore now, bringing it out of his end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Mayer. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Mayer. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
The CD, you know, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And it's caught. And he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And cut the lead down to a touchdown. touchdown. Here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They'll get 34 yards there. Now Mayfield. And finding the tight end.
You gotta love it, baby. Give us some more.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Elijah Moore now bringing it out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he'll air this one out for Mims. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Beckham. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Mayfield on play action. Steps away. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Play fake. Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ashton Davis. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game. And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards 1. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this one is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. It's caught by Hooper. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Mayfield with it once more.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33.
A call on luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They go play action now. Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They go play action with Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Now Landry. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be interesting.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Mayer. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Wilson. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st down, Mayer. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the 2nd one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Here's Elijah Moore now, bringing it out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, Mayer. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third and 2, now Wilson. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Wilson. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Mayer. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Tony Field that time in on the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe try it, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. He'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Here we go.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Elijah Moore now bringing it out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick.
On the return, here comes Newsome.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cleveland, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to